Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Derby, Kansas, here for the first game of tonight's four-game series between the Derby Twins and your Hayes Larks. Apologize for no video feed tonight. However, here in Derby, there was no room for me in the press box, and they did not have an extension cord or anything available for me, so I will do my best. We have just audio this evening. I will do my best. Don't have a great view either where I'm situated back a ways from the field. Cannot see down the right field line. I cannot see down the left field line, but we will give it a go and do the best we can. Larks and Derby, give you a little tail of the tape before the game. Larks come in 15-5 in the league. Derby is 15-7. Hayes is good for second place, and Derby sits behind in third. Larks, as a team so far this summer, hitting .289. Derby 311. Larks have a staff earned run average of 3.97 and Derby 4.21. And just a little fun stat for you: the Larks have hit 31 home runs as a team so far this summer. Derby at 14. Jed Moscott making the start for Derby tonight. Leading off for the Larks will be the shortstop, number 2, Trey Ochoa. First pitch from Moscott, 7:03 p.m. is in there for a strike on Trey. Here comes the 0-1, a little bit outside from Moscott, and it's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Ochoa grounds it to the first baseman, Falk. He will field and step on the bag, and there's one down. As I said, we'll do the best we can. I now have people sitting in front of me, so that hinders my view of the field even a little more. So we will do the best we can for you. Coming to the plate here with one out in the top of the first, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Soberanis steps in on the right side of the box. Moscott out of the windup will deliver the first pitch to Jonathan. That one is low for ball number 1. Comes the 1-0. Jonathan flies it into right center field. Anthony Dominguez, the right fielder, is over, makes the play, and there are 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Number 15, left fielder.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Clayton comes in hitting .400 on the summer, 4 home runs and 20 runs driven in. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott outside for ball number 1. There comes the 1-0. Ground ball foul back towards the Derby stands. And we are even at a ball and a strike. Larks getting into town this morning from Oklahoma City, where they took all 4 from the Indians. Midweek series. Here comes the 1-1 to Raspberry. Grounds it foul down the first base line. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Clayton back into the box on the left side. Moscott out of the windup delivers the 1-2. Off speed is a little bit low. And there are 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball misses up and away, and Clayton has worked the count full here with 2 outs in the first. The payoff pitch. That one is in the dirt in front of the plate, and that is a 2-out walk for Clayton Raspberry.
Number 27, designated hitter, Spencer Rickard.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the designated hitter, number 27, Spencer Packard. Wind is blowing in from left field tonight. field faces the northeast as Moss got out of the stretch, delivers the first pitch to Packard. Strike number 1 right in there. A very small field. It's Derby High School. The Panthers play here. It is 325 down the left field line, 315 down the right field line as comes the 0-1. And Moscott will pick over to first. Raspberry is back safely. 345 in the left center alley, 330 in the right center alley, and 375 to dead center field here in Derby. Comes the pitch from Moscott in there for strike number 2. Moscott gets his sign from Borland. Will come set, deliver the 0-2. Spencer fouls it off, and he stays alive. Count remains 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 once again from Moscott to Packard. Packard watches a fastball high, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Raspberry will take his lead from first base. Moscott comes set, delivers the 1-2. Packard reaches for a fastball outside, fouls it off out of play to the left, and the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Larks are winners of 13 of their last 15, playing very good baseball here towards the end of the month of June as the 1-2, a curveball strikes out Spencer Packard, and the Larks are retired. Hayes with no runs on no hits, no Derby errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We are through half an inning here in Derby. Larks nothing. The Twins coming to bat. And we are back here in Derby. Walter Pennington makes a start for the Larks tonight. He is 2-1 on the summer with a 1.88 ERA in 24 innings pitched. Leadoff hitter for Derby tonight is number 14, Michael Urquidy. The PA announcer and the radio guy for Derby have a different pronunciation of his name, so I'm going to go with what we used last week, and we will go with Urquidy. Colin Simpson, the battery mate of Walter Pennington this evening behind the dish. Run through the rest of the fielders for the Larks here in just a moment as Pennington delivers the first pitch to Urquidy. Strike number 1. Pennington delivers the second pitch. Ground ball to Ochoa. Ochoa fields to his right, makes the throw in time, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. We'll go around From left to right in the infield, Alex Weiss is playing third base. Trey Ochoa at short. Jonathan Soberanis is at second, and Jace Selzer is playing first. In the outfield, Clayton Raspberry in left. Clayton Harp playing center field tonight, and Trevor Boone in right. Coming to the plate now for the Derby Twins, the left fielder, number 3, Noah Bland. As Pennington will work from the stretch this evening. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike number 1. Walter has been very good so far this summer, as we talked about the low ERA. Here comes the 0-1. Line into left field. Raspberry is there on the warning track, makes the play, and there are quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning.
Number 15, Twins second baseman.
Coming to the plate now for the Derby Twins, the second baseman, number 15, Tyler Myers. I guess you could say a decent crowd here tonight. It's hard to distinguish what decent is with the crowds that gather in Hayes for the games. By no means a full bleachers tonight, but a fairly good amount of people here, as the count is now 1-1 on Tyler Myers. Here comes the pitch from Pennington. Outside for a ball. And excuse me, it is 3-1. Here comes the pitch from Pennington, in there, or a strike. Here comes the 3-1 from Pennington. Driven out to left field. Raspberry on his way back towards the wall. At the warning track, will make the play to retire the Twins in the first. They go 1, 2, 3. We're through 1 inning here in Derby. We're scoreless. And we are back here in Derby, top of the second inning. Larks will send their 5, 6, and 7 men to the plate. Leading off will be the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. A hitter's park for Packard and Simpson. 14 home runs between the pair of lefties, and just 315, as we said, down the line in right field, and 330 in the gap, so a very short porch in right field. Larks can get a hold of anything here in this ballpark. They had trouble with Jed Moscott last week in Hayes. He shut down the Larks through 7 strong innings as he throws the first pitch of the inning to Simpson outside, and it is ball 1. And as we move forward in the game here, the view just keeps getting worse and worse as the bad pitch misses, and it is 2-0. More people keep filtering in front of my table, and before long we're not going to have a view at all here. Here comes the 2-0. Fouled, backing out of play to the left onto the street. And it's 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 to Simpson. Ground ball foul towards the Larks dugout, and it is 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Larks catcher. Moscott works out of the windup, delivers the 2-2. Simpson takes a breaking ball low and in the dirt, and the count is full. Moscott back to the rubber. Here comes the payoff pitch to Collin. Ground ball to the first baseman, Falk, but it is foul just past the bag. And we will do it again at 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch once again to Colin Simpson. Ground ball up the middle off the glove of Moscott, fielded by Myers by second base. Has time, throws out Simpson, and there is 1 down here in the top of the second inning.
Third baseman, number 5, Alex Weiss. Correction, number 20.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss. Alex comes into this game hitting a 188 on the summer, has 3 home runs, has driven in 10. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott inside, and it's 1-0. Larks will play 4 this weekend in Derby, making up for a rainout in Hayes, as the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Larks will be playing 1 tonight, and they will have a doubleheader tomorrow. Will be the home team on the scoreboard for one of those 2 games. Here comes the 1-1. Alex takes the curveball low and in the dirt for a ball. Here comes the 2-1 from Moscott. Ground ball up the middle. Bosler ranges over, fields, throws, and Weiss is retired for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the center fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp. First pitch from Moscott is in there for strike number 1. The 0-1 is fouled off straight back by Harp, and it is quickly 0-2. Moscott out of the windup, delivers the 0-2 to Harp. Fastball upstairs, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. That one hits Clayton on the right bicep, and Harp is aboard with 2 outs here in the second inning.
Number 32.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the right fielder, Trevor Boone. Boone hit a tape measure shot last night in Oklahoma City, his 3rd of the summer, as Harp leads from first. The first pitch to Boone, a fastball that misses a little bit outside, and it's 1-0. Moscott comes set, glances at Harp at first base, delivers the 1-0. Ground ball through the left side into left field, and that's going to be a base hit for Trevor Boone as Clayton Harp stops at second base, and the Larks have 2 on with 2 out here in the top of the second inning.
The first baseman, number 9, Jace Seltzer.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Seltzer. First 2 men of the inning were retired, but back-to-back men aboard, and Larks have a runner in scoring position. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott, fouled off straight back by Seltzer, and it's 0-1.
Providing legendary customer service and has served Derby for over 40 years. Their time was invisible.
Moscott will step off, gets a sign from Borland, the catcher, will come set, check his runner at second base, and deliver. Inside to Jace Seltzer, and it's a ball and a strike. Moss got ready. Here comes the 1-1. Flown out into left center field. Urquidy is over. Makes the play in left center field, and the Larks are retired. For the Larks in the second, no runs on 1 hit. No Derby errors, and 2 men left on base. We are through an inning and a half here in Derby. We are still scoreless. And we are back here in Derby, bottom of the second inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Twins, leading off the right fielder, number 12, Anthony Dominguez. Walter Pennington back to the bump for the Larks. Couple of loud outs in the bottom of the first. Clayton Raspberry made 2 catches on the warning track in left field, but no damage for the Larks. The first pitch of the inning from Pennington is a fastball that misses away, and it's 1-0. Pennington gets his sign from Simpson, comes set and delivers. Off speed, grounded to the right side. Soberanis fields, fires to Seltzer in time, and there is 1 down here in the bottom of the second.
Number 20, third baseman, Jacob Means.
Coming to the plate now for Derby, the third baseman, number 20, Jacob Means. As Pennington has retired the first 4 here tonight, comes set and delivers the first pitch. That is a fastball in the dirt, knocks the mask off of Simpson, and there's a ball and no strikes. Simpson takes a jog out to visit with Walter Pennington. Looks like he might have been crossed up a little bit and was not expecting that fastball.
Players, families for coming in this weekend for Family Weekend. A lot of good activities going on. The Twins will be walking in the 4th of July parade, and also players and families will be involved in a cookout tomorrow at Warren Family Farms. A big Twins supporter, Chuck Warren.
Simpson is back behind the dish. Means back in the box. Pennington back on the rubber, and we're ready to resume play. Here comes the pitch from Pennington, swung on and missed by Means, and there's a ball and a strike. Pennington working solely out of the stretch, comes set, delivers the 1-1. Fastball just misses low, and there are 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 swung on and missed again by Jacob Means, and Pennington evens the count at 2. Walter working quickly here so far this evening, delivers the 2-2, swung on and missed. Ball is in the dirt. Simpson will retrieve, throw down to first base to complete the strikeout, and there are 2 down here in the second inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the designated hitter, number 24, Alex Bibb. It's the PA announcer right in my ear. There, the speaker right by where I'm standing now, and fairly loud. Here comes the first pitch to Bibb from Pennington. Fastball over the outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 from Pennington misses outside, and there's a ball and a strike. Again, for those of you just joining us, we apologize once again for no video tonight. Derby had no room in the press box and did not have an extension cord, so we are making do with what we have as Bibb fouls off the 1-1, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 from Pennington. Bibb checks his swing, appeal down to the first base umpire, does not go, and there are 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs here in the second inning. Walter is set. Here comes the 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Ochoa ranges over, gloves it, hesitates, throws in time, and the Twins are retired in the second inning. A nice play by Trey Ochoa. No runs, no hits, no Larks errors, and nobody left on. We are through 2 complete innings here in Derby, and we are still scoreless. And we are back here in Derby, top of the third inning. Jed Moscott makes his way back to the mound for the Twins. The Larks will send the top of their order to the plate, leading off the shortstop, number 2, Trey Ochoa. Ochoa grounded to the first baseman in the top of the first pitch of the inning. Line past the second baseman into right center field, and Trey Ochoa is aboard here to lead off the third.
Number 1, the second baseman, Jonathan Soberalis.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Jonathan flied out to the right fielder in his first at bat tonight. Came into this evening hitting .271 with a pair of home runs and 10 driven in as Ochoa takes his lead from first base. Moscott comes set, gives Ochoa a look and delivers to Soberanis. That one is low, and it's 1-0. Moscott will come set and deliver the 1-0 to Soberanis. That one is low as well, and it is 2-0. Don't expect the Larks to put anything on here, at least not in terms of a straight steal by Ochoa. Good speed, but early in the game, a leadoff single. Don't want to risk getting a base runner taken away as Moscott comes set. Will glance at Ochoa and deliver the 2-0. Soberanis flies it out into right center. Dominguez is over into the gap and makes the play to retire Soberanis. There's one down here in the third inning.
Number 15, left fielder Clayton Raspberry.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Clayton walked in his first at bat. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott. Ground ball past the first baseman. Falk, it is fair. Ochoa rounds second, on his way to third. Raspberry slides in safely with a double. And there are 2 men in scoring position for the Larks with 1 out in the top of the third after the double from Clayton Raspberry down the right field line.
The designated hitter, Spencer Packard.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the designated hitter, number 27, Spencer Packard, the biggest power threat on in the Larks lineup. Moss got out of the stretch, delivers the first pitch. That ball is fouled over to the left, and it will get out of play. And it's 0-1. A big series for the Larks and the Twins here this weekend, second and third in the Jayhawk League, separated by just 1 game. The Larks picked up a game on the BJs last night after Liberals lost, moved them within a game and a half of first place. Moscott will come set, deliver the 0-1 to Packard. Packard, another foul ball out of play to the left, and it's quickly 0-2 on the Larks DH. Packard came into tonight hitting .368 with 8 home runs and 19 driven in for Hayes so far this summer. As Moscott comes set, glances at Ochoa at third and delivers the 0-2. Packard lays off the curveball in the dirt, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Moscott gets his sign from Borland, is set and delivers the 1-2. Ground ball up the middle over the pitcher, Moscott. That will be a ground out for Packard, but that brings Ochoa down from third, and the Larks are on the board first. It's 1-0 here in the third as Clayton Raspberry advances to third base. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. First pitch misses for ball number 1 to Simpson. Here comes the 1-0. Ground ball into right field. That is a base hit as Clayton Raspberry will come in to score, and it's 2-0 Larks here in the third inning.
Third baseman number 20, Alex Weiss.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss, as Colin Simpson takes his lead from first base. The first pitch is a curveball in the dirt, and it is 1-0. So Larks, yet again, all 4 games in Oklahoma City, they scored runs within the first 2 innings. A little bit later tonight, but still getting on the board early, as the second pitch is also a curveball low, and it's 2-0 on Alex Weiss. A different story from last week, as Jed Moscott was very strong against the Larks through the first 7 innings. Not a whole bunch of noise against him, but they have struck for 2 here in the third tonight. The 2-0 is a fastball up and away, and Alex Weiss is ahead 3-0 in the count. As he steps back in, Moscott will come set, deliver the 3-0. That one is in there for a strike, as Weiss had the take sign on, and there are 3 balls and a strike. Here comes the 3-1 from Moscott. Fastball also in there for a strike, and it is full. Alex Weiss has run into a little power recently. Started the season 15 games with no home runs. Has hit 3 in the last 5 for Hayes. As here comes the 3-2 pitch. Simpson goes. Fly ball into right center field. Dominguez in, will make the play, and the side is retired. However, the Larks are on the board. They score 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 man aboard. We are through 2.5 here in Derby. Larks on top, 2-0. And we are back here in Derby. Walter Pennington back to the mound for the bottom of the third. The Twins will send their 7, 8, 9 hitters to the plate, leading off the first baseman, number 8, Joe Falk. My phone died on me here, so the scoreboard will be just a bit behind here for just a second, but we will get that back online for you. As the first pitch of the inning is lined into center field, and that's a leadoff single for Joe Falk.
The catcher, number 11.
Coming to the plate now for Derby, the catcher, number 11, Lane Borland. That is the first hit of the inning for the Twins as Borland steps into the box against Walter Pennington. Pennington is set. Here comes the first pitch. Borland lines it foul past third base, and it's 0-1. Pennington is set, gives Falk a glance over at first base, delivers fastball up in the zone, and it is 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Borland. Fastball right down the middle, fouled back into the screen, and there's a ball and 2 strikes to the number 8 hitter in the Twins lineup. Here comes the 1-2. Fastball a little bit up, and the count is even at 2. Here comes the 2-2 from Pennington. Fouled back again into the screen, and we will do it again at 2-2.
Those foul balls sponsored by Shelton's Collision Repair.
Here comes the 2-2 again from Pennington. Fly ball into right field. Loses it in the sun, does Boone. And on his way to third base is Falk. Borland into second, and it will be an error on the right fielder, Trevor Boone. That will put runners on second and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning.
The shortstop, number 4, Connor Bassler.
So 2 men aboard for Derby here in the third after the error by the right fielder, Trevor Boone. And a sticky situation for Walter Pennington. Not his fault, but Larks in danger of giving the runs right back to the Twins as Connor Bassler, the shortstop, makes his way to the plate. The first pitch from Pennington fouled off and out of play to the right. And it's 0-1. Bassler comes in hitting .296 on the summer as Pennington gets his sign from Simpson. And delivers the 0-1. Line up the middle. Fielded by Soberanis. The throw to Seltzer in time for out number 1. However, Joe Falk comes in to score. Lane Borland moves to third base, and it's 2-1.
14, Michael Urquidy.
Michael Urquidy, the leadoff hitter for Derby, center fielder, steps into the box for the second time tonight as Pennington delivers the first pitch. Fastball a little bit low, and it's 1-0. As Lane Borland leads off from third base. Pennington is set, delivers the second pitch to Urquidy. A slider a little bit outside gets Urquidy to chase, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 from Walter Pennington. Lined into left field, but fouling out of play. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Walter would love a strikeout here to get the second out of the inning and avoid the run from scoring. Gives us a chance to get out of this with the lead intact. Here comes the pitch to Urquidy. ground ball, foul off to the right side, and it remains a ball and 2 strikes. Pennington is set. Here comes the 1-2. Lined over Soberanis into right center. That will bring in 1. Boone cuts it off, makes the throw back in. That's an RBI single for Michael Urquidy, and it is 2-2 here in the 3rd.
Noah Bland.
Coming to the plate now for Derby, the left fielder, number 3, Noah Bland. This is a problem that Hayes had in Hayes. Every time they scored runs, could never shut down the Twins in the next half inning as they came back every time. And first opportunity they get here in Derby, they do the same thing. Larks put 2 on the board in the top of the 3rd. Twins come back with 2 right back in the bottom of the 3rd as Pennington will again check on Urquidy at first base. And he is back safely twice there in a row as Bland will step back into the box here and get the first pitch from Walter Pennington. There goes Urquidy, the throw down from Simpson. Not quite in time. Oh, it is in time. Thought the ball had come out, but apparently Soberanis was able to keep it in his glove and make the tag on Urquidy. And that is a runner gunned down for Colin Simpson. And there are 2 down here in the 3rd. Not quite sure if that pitch was a ball or a strike. Again, I apologize. A little hard to see the action from my vantage point here tonight. The pitch from Pennington grounded to the shortstop Ochoa. He fields, pumps, throws across the diamond in time. And that is the inning. However, Derby comes right back and scores 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 Larks error. And nobody left on base. After 3 innings, we are tied at 2. And we're back here in Derby, top of the 4th inning. Jed Moss got back to the mound. His offense picked him up in the bottom of the 3rd. Larks will send 7-8-9 to the plate. Clayton Harp, the center fielder, will lead it off from the left-hand side of the batter's box for Hayes. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Moscott. A fastball misses away, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Moscott. Again, a fastball missing away, and it's 2-0. Moscott out of the windup delivers the 2-0 to Clayton Harp. Harp lines it into right field. Very well hit, but well foul. And there are 2 balls and a strike. That one definitely had home run distance, but way, way foul. Here comes the 2-1 to Harp. That fastball again misses away. And there are 3 balls and a strike to the Larks' leadoff hitter here in the 4th. Here comes the pitch. Fastball up, and Clayton Harp draws a leadoff walk for the Larks here in the 4th inning. Coming to the plate now for Hayes, the right fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone.
Right fielder Trevor Boone.
Boone, the right side of the box. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott. Curveball is fouled up and out of play to the right-hand side, and it's 0-1. Moscott is set. Harp leads from first. Here comes the 0-1 to Trevor Boone. Foul tip, strike number 2. Here comes the 0-2 from Jed Moscott. That one is high, and it's 1-2. Thank you. Here comes the 1-2 to Trevor Boone. Drive up the middle over the second baseman, and that is a base hit for the Larks right fielder. And the first 2 men of the inning are on for Hayes. Hit it off the end of the bat, was not very solid, but put it enough up the middle to where the second baseman, Tyler Myers, could not get over far enough to reach it, and it falls into center field, and there are Larks on first and second to begin the inning. Coming to the plate now for Hayes, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer. Jace flied to the center fielder in the second inning tonight. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott. Selzer squares to bunt, but the off-speed pitch is high, and it's 1-0. Selzer back into the box after getting signs from Coach Frank Leo over at third base. Moscott is set. Here comes the 1-0. Selzer squares to bunt again, pulls back again, and that fastball is high and away, and it's 2-0 to the Larks' number 9 hitter. Moscott is set. Here comes the 2-0. Jace squares to bunt, pulls it back, and that one is low. And it is 3-0 to Jace Selzer. Jace trying to give Derby an out here, and Moscott cannot find the zone. As he is set, here comes the 3-0 to Selzer. Again, he squares to bunt, bunts it foul. And there are 3 balls and a strike. We will see if Selzer still gets the sign to bunt here with the 3-1 count upcoming. Moscott is set. Here comes the pitch. Selzer squares to bunt again. Takes strike 2 on the outside corner, and Moscott has come back and worked it full. Now you figure Jace will not square to bunt. He will swing away. Here comes the payoff pitch. Selzer, ground ball up the middle, fielded by Moscott, makes the throw to third, and they will get Harp, and there's 1 down in the 4th inning.
Shortstop, number 2, Trey Ocho.
That will bring us to the top of the Larks batting order. Trey Ochoa, the batter, runners on first and second with 1 man down here in the 4th. Ground ball to the right side, fielded by the first baseman, Falk. Moscott is over, covers the bag, and there are 2 down in the 4th. As Trevor Boone moves to third and Jace Selzer moves to second. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Runners on second and third for the Larks. A big spot here for Jonathan Soberanis as Moscott out of the stretch will deliver the first pitch to the Larks righty. Fouled into the screen, and it's 0-1. A very nice job from Jed Moscott of working himself back into the inning after giving up a walk and a single to start the inning. Larks, the fourth inning looked promising for the Larks, but now in danger of coming away with nothing. Here with 2 down, an 0-1 count to Jonathan Soberanis as Moscott comes set and delivers. Ground ball, going to be a tough play for the third baseman. Means in fields, fires in time, and the side is retired. Larks score no runs on a base hit, no Derby errors, and they leave 2 aboard. We're through 3.5 innings here in Derby. It's 2-2. And we are back here in Derby for the bottom of the 4th. Walter Pennington makes his way back to the hill for Hayes. Leading off for Derby will be the second baseman, number 15, Tyler Myers. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Twins. As Walter comes set and delivers the first pitch of the inning to Myers. Fastball outside, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Myers. Lined into right field. Boone right there makes the play, and there is 1 down here in the 4th.
The right fielder, number 12, Anthony.
Coming to the plate now for Derby, the right fielder, number 12, Anthony Dominguez. Dominguez grounded to Soberanis at second in the 2nd inning. For his first at bat, Pennington comes set, a lefty-lefty matchup. Here comes the first pitch. Curve ball. Cracked bat, grounded to the first baseman. Seltzer flips to Pennington, covering in time, and there are quickly 2 outs here in the Derby 4th.
Third baseman, number 20, Jacob.
Now batting for the Twins, the third baseman, number 20, Jacob Means, steps in on the right side of the plate. Pennington comes set, delivers the first pitch. Fastball right there on the inside half, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Walter. Ground ball to the shortstop Ochoa to his right. Fields throws across the diamond. Low throw picked by Seltzer. And that is the inning. Derby goes quickly and quietly in the 4th. We are through 4 here in Derby, and we're still knotted up at 2. And we are back here in Derby, top of the 5th inning. Jed Muscott makes his way back to the mound. 3-4-5 coming up for the Larks. Clayton Raspberry will lead it off. The first pitch from Muscott did not look like a strike, but apparently caught the outside corner. And it is 0-1. I actually do have a pretty good view of that pitch, and that did look like a ball. But Clayton pops the second pitch into left field. Bland is in, will make the play, and there's one down here in the Larks' 5th.
The designated hitter.
Coming to the plate for the Larks, the designated hitter, number 27, Spencer Packard. Spencer 0 for 2 tonight, did drive in a run back in the 3rd inning. Here comes the first pitch from Muscott. Strike number 1 over the outside corner. Still waiting for Packard to get a hold of something to right field. That ball would leave the park if he did. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled it off back into the screen, and it is quickly 0-2 on Spencer. Muscott out of the windup, delivers the 0-2. Packard fouls off the fastball, backing out of play, and the count remains no balls and 2 strikes.
By Shelton, Collision Repair, 325 at West Patriot Avenue.
Here comes the 0-2 once again from Muscott. Packard takes a curveball in the dirt, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball to the first baseman, Falk. He fields and steps on the bag, and there are 2 down for the Larks. Coming to the plate now for Hayes, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. He will also step in on the left-handed side, another big power threat, but Muscott doing a pretty good job of avoiding barrels so far this evening. Here comes the first pitch to Simpson. He pops it up into left center field. Urquidy is in. Will settle under it, make the play, and that is the inning. Larks go 1-2-3 here in the 5th. After 4.5 innings, we're still tied at 2. And we're back here in El Dorado, bottom of the 5th inning. Walter Pennington back to the mound for Hayes. 6-7-8 due up for Derby, leading off the designated hitter, number 24, Alex Bibb. Bibb 0 for 1, grounded to Ochoa at short in the 2nd inning. Bibb will step in from the right side of the plate and get the bottom of the 5th inning started. Here comes the first pitch from Walter Pennington. Fly ball into right field. Boone over towards the line. Will almost overrun it, but makes the play reaching back to his right. And there is 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th.
First baseman, number 8, Joe Falk.
Looks like Boone is having just a little bit of trouble with the sun in right field. The sun is very rough for the guys playing on the right side of the diamond. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the first baseman, number 8, Joe Falk. First pitch from Pennington, strike number 1 right over the heart of the plate. Falk led off the 2-run third for the Twins with a single on the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1 to Falk. Ground ball to Ochoa. He comes in, fields, steps, throws in time, and there's 2 down here for Derby in the 5th inning.
Twins catcher number 11, Lane Borland.
Batting now for Derby, the catcher number 11, Lane Borland. As he steps in on the right side, Pennington will get a sign from Simpson. Comes set, deliver the first pitch. Popped up on the infield into foul territory. Selzer and Simpson make a play for it. Simpson calls off. Jace makes the catch, and that is the inning. A very quick 5th inning here in Derby, and we are still tied at 2. And we're back here in Derby, ready for the top of the 6th inning. Larks will send 6, 7, and 8 to the plate. Leading off the third baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss. Alex is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Grounded out in the 2nd and flied out in the 3rd inning. A big score for both of these teams. El Dorado is tied with Liberal as Weiss pops up the first pitch of the inning back behind second base. A whole bunch, and Urquidy drops the ball out of his glove. That will be an error on the center fielder, Michael Urquidy, and Alex Weiss is aboard to start the 6th inning. A group of 4 Derby Twins made their way back behind second base. Urquidy called it. It hit the palm of his glove and bounced out, so Alex Weiss is aboard on the air. Coming to the plate now, the center fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp. Here comes the first pitch to Harp. Lined into left center field. Urquidy is over. Has it played well and makes that play. And there's 1 down here in the 6th. That ball was struck fairly well by Harp, but Urquidy was playing on his right side of second base and made a easy play. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the right fielder, number 32, Trevor Boone. Urquidy comes set. Will spin and check on Weiss at first, who is back safely standing up. Here comes the first pitch to Boone. Takes strike number 1, a fastball right over the middle of the plate. Moscott gets his sign from Borland, comes set and delivers. Fouled off over the Derby dugout, and there's a ball and 2 strikes.
Dan Pharmacy, foul ball sponsor, serving Derby for over 25 years.
Boone digs back in on the right-hand side. Moscott comes set and delivers the 0-2. That is a fastball up and in. And the count is 1-2. Moscott will come set, check on Weiss at first base, deliver the 1-2, lined well foul and out of play over down the third base line. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Boone back in. Moscott checks on Weiss, comes set. Weiss extends his lead. Moscott again checks on Weiss and delivers the 1-2. Boone fouls it off once again, straight back and out of play. And we hang tight at a ball and 2 strikes. Trevor steps out, adjusts his batting gloves, adjusts his helmet. Digs back in, ready once again for the 1-2 from Moscott. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled out of play again from Boone, and we will have a 4th pitch at 1-2.
We are competitor coupons, price match, and take all insurance and Medicare Part D plans.
Moscott is set. Delivers the 1-2 pitch again. Boone flies it out into right field. Dominguez is over towards the line, makes the play just into foul territory, and there are 2 down in the 6th as Alex Weiss retreats back to first base. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer.
Right fielder, correction, first baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer.
Selzer digs in on the left-handed side. Moscott delivers the first pitch. Strike number 1, a fastball low in the zone. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball into left field. It will stay in play, but no play is able to be made as Bland in left field cannot get over there, and the count is 0-2 on Jace Selzer. Moscott back to the rubber will get his sign from Borland. He is ready. Here comes the 0-2 to Selzer. Fly ball right field. In comes the right fielder Dominguez. Makes the play. And the Larks are retired in the 6th. No runs, no hits. A Twins error. And Hayes leaves 1 on base. We're through 5.5 here in Derby. And we are still tied at 2. And we are back here in Derby, bottom of the 6th incoming. Walter Pennington back to the mound for the Larks, throwing well so far this evening. 9-1-2 due up for the Derby Twins, leading off the shortstop, number 4, Connor Bassler.
Number 4, shortstop, Connor Bassler.
Bassler steps in on the right side. Pennington will get his sign, come set, deliver the first pitch of the inning. Fastball misses away, and it's 1-0. Pennington comes set. Here comes the 1-0 to Bassler. Fastball away, and it's 2-0. Pennington once again gets his sign. Here comes the 2-0 to Connor Bassler. Ground ball fielded by Seltzer. Pennington a little late getting off the mound. Still in time as Seltzer flips to Walter. And there's one down here in the bottom of the 6th. Just a little late getting off the mound, but doing a good job to make sure he gets to the line and up the line and fields the toss from Seltzer, and there's an out. Michael Urquidy, the leadoff hitter and center fielder, will step into the box now for Derby. Lefty against Walter Pennington. Pennington's first pitch is an off-speed ball outside, and it's 1-0. Gets his sign from Colin Simpson and delivers the 1-0 to Urquidy. That ball is grounded foul over towards the Larks dugout down the first base line, and there's a ball and a strike. Pennington is set. Here comes the 1-1. Urquidy pops it up, foul and out of play into the road back behind the stadium. Misses the two cars passing by at the time, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Pennington. Slider grounded to Seltzer. Have to be quick as Pennington cannot catch the throw from Seltzer. A tough play for Seltzer on the right-hand side. It arranged to his right. Had to, once he corralled the ball, he had to spin. Probably wouldn't have gotten Urquidy anyway, so that is a base hit for Michael Urquidy. Noah Bland comes to the plate now with one down and a runner on first for Derby. Pennington will check on Urquidy, throw over to first base, and Michael is back standing up. Pennington gets a sign from Colin Simpson. Here comes the first pitch. Strike number 1 on a fastball on the outside half. Urquidy making moves over at first base, left and right, as Pennington raises his leg and throws over there, and he is back again without a slide. He will probably take off here. He took off. There's a ground ball to Ochoa. Ochoa flips to Soberanis. Soberanis to Seltzer. A 6-4-3 double play, and that is the inning. So the one-out single turns into no runs as Derby sends just 3 men to the plate here in the 6th inning. We are through 6, and we are still tied at 2. And we're back here in Derby, ready for the 7th inning of play. Jed Moscott back to the mound. Larks having a tough time again tonight figuring out the tall righty for Derby. Larks will send the top of their batting order to the plate. This will be the 4th time through the order, seeing if they can figure out Moscott. Here as he delivers the first pitch to Trey Ochoa, fouled straight back into the screen, and it's 0-1. Moscott ready and waiting on Ochoa, who steps back into the box. Here comes the 0-1. Trey squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a curveball in the dirt. And we are even at a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 to Trey. That one is a fastball missing on the outside, and there are 2 balls and a strike to the Larks leadoff hitter. Trey 1 for 3 so far tonight. Here comes the 2-1, foul tipped. And we are even once again at 2. Larks looking for something here to break the tie in the 7th inning. As Moscott is ready and waiting on Ochoa once again. Here comes the 2-2. Trey lays off the curveball in the dirt. And Ochoa works the count full. Trey would be a very good man to have on to lead off the inning for the Larks. Very good speed. Could do a number of things. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed on the high fastball. And Ochoa is down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Will dig in on the right side of the plate. He is 0 for 3, a couple of flyouts and a ground out. Here comes the first pitch from Moscott. That's a fastball for a strike on the outer half, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Soberanis. That one in the dirt and to the backstop, and we are even at a ball and a strike. Larks looking for base runners. They've had a handful, a good amount of base runners so far tonight, but have had trouble bringing them in big situations. Here comes the 1-1 to Soberanis. That one is a fastball outside, and Soberanis jumps ahead 2-1 in the count. Here comes the pitch from Jed Moscott. Swung on and missed by Jonathan, and even again at 2. Soberanis takes a second, steps back in. Moscott out of the windup. Here comes the 2-2. Very sharp ground ball right off the front screen of the Larks dugout. And we will remain at 2-2, just a couple inches higher, and that could have taken a member of the Larks' head off as that ball was smoked to the right side. Here comes the 2-2 once again. Curveball hangs, ground ball to the shortstop Basler, who throws in time to get the speedy Soberanis, and there are 2 down here in the 7th inning. Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry.
Left fielder, Clayton Raspberry.
Raspberry digs in from the left-handed side. Moscott working quickly. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman, Falk. He fields, tosses to Moscott covering, and for the second straight inning, the Larks are down quickly in order. We are through 6.5 here in Derby. Still tied up at 2. Welcome back to El Dorado, everybody. Walter Pennington back to the mound for the Larks here in the 7th. 3-4-5 to the plate for Derby. Tyler Myers, the second baseman, will lead it off as he steps in from the right side. Pennington out of the stretch, gets his sign from Simpson, is set and delivers the first pitch of the inning. Fastball low and in, and it's 1-0. Looking for another quick inning for Walter Pennington, who has thrown extremely well tonight, not getting the help from his defense in the 2-run third inning for Derby. Here comes the 1-0. Myers fouls it off, and there's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 to Myers. Ground ball to the third baseman. Weiss fields, fires across in time. And there is one down here in the 7th inning.
Right fielder, number 12, Anthony Dominguez.
Coming to the plate for Derby, the cleanup hitter, right fielder number 12, Anthony Dominguez. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Grounded to Soberanis at second and grounded to Selzer at first. Pennington out of the stretch, still left-handed hitter Dominguez steps in. Here comes the first pitch. Slider away, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Fastball away, and it is 2-0 to Dominguez. Here comes the 2-0 from Pennington. Fastball a little bit low and away, and Dominguez is ahead 3-0 in the count. Don't want to make a mistake to the big lefty. Here 3-0. Fastball catches the zone, and it is 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 from Walter. Slider lined to Ochoa, who makes the play, and there are 2 down here in the 7th inning. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the third baseman, number 20, Jacob Means.
Third baseman, number 20, Jacob Means.
Good job by Walter there to work back from 3-0 and get Dominguez as Means steps in on the right-handed side. Pennington comes set, delivers the first pitch. Ground ball to Ochoa, ranges to his right. Field steps, throws across, long throw, got him just in time to Selzer at first, and Derby goes very quickly once again. We are through 7 complete here in Derby, and we are still tied at 2. And we are back here in Derby. Larks will hit in the top of the 8th, Derby makes a pitching change. The pitch count on Jed Moscott could not have been too terribly high. Wonder what was the reasoning for the pitching change, as he was carving up the Larks New pitcher for the Twins will be number 30, Mason LeClaire. Has only thrown 2 1/3 innings this summer and has an ERA of 11.57, fairly high. So we will see if the Larks, Spencer Packard, Colin Simpson, and Alex Weiss, who are due up in the top of the 8th, can knock LeClaire around a little bit and give the Larks the lead. There goes the throw down from the catcher, Borland, and we are ready for the 8th inning. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 27, Spencer Packard.
Number 27, the catcher, Colin Simpson.
Spencer is 0 for 3 tonight, did drive in a run back in the 3rd. LeClaire, out of the windup, is ready to deliver the first pitch to Packard. Fastball on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. LeClaire out of the windup delivers the 0-1 to Packard. Packard grounds it foul, and it is quickly 0-2, so at least for the time being, not a bad thing for the Larks that Moscott is gone, as they, for the second straight outing against him, have trouble picking him up. Here comes the 0-2 to Spencer. Swing and a miss, and LeClaire retires Packard on 3 pitches to begin the 8th inning.
Number 24.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson.
Colin Simpson.
He will also dig in on the left-handed side. As LeClaire works out of the windup, delivers the first pitch. That one is a fastball that misses away, and it's 1-0. Colin, another big power threat for the Larks. Big lefty out of Oklahoma State. Here comes the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play. And we are even at a ball and a strike. Simpson takes a second, steps out of the box. Just his batting gloves and his back in ready. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball past Falk. That is into right field. A long run for Dominguez. Simpson will round first, making his way to second. Slides in safely. That is a 1-out double for Colin Simpson. And the Larks are in business here in the 8th with a runner in scoring position.
Number 20, third baseman, Alex Weiss.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss. 1 out here in the 8th. A good opportunity for Hayes to make something happen and regain the lead late in this ball game. It will be a righty-righty matchup between LeClaire and Alex Weiss. Weiss 0 for 3 tonight, reached in the 6th on the Urquidy error in center field. LeClaire will come set and deliver the first pitch to Weiss. Ground ball foul off the left shin, and that one looked quite painful for Weiss. He has the ankle protector on his left leg, but still a good deal of pain fouling the baseball off your leg. 0-1 the count. Weiss steps back in. LeClaire back to the rubber, gets his sign from Borland. Will come set, check on Simpson, who leads from second and delivers the 0-1. Weiss takes a fastball for strike number 2. Here comes the 0-2 from Mason LeClaire. Driven into left field. That ball is back towards the corner. Judging by the applause from the fans, it was caught by Noah Bland. Again, cannot see into left field at all. So Weiss is retired, and there are 2 men out here in the 8th. Coming to the plate, the center fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp. So Harp will step in. Simpson still at second base. Here comes the first pitch from LeClaire. Fastball misses just outside, and it's 1-0. Trevor Boone on deck for Hayes if Harp were to reach. Here comes the 1-0 to Clayton. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop Basler. Pumps, throws in time, and the Larks again cannot bring the runner across. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave 1 aboard. We are through 7.5 here in Derby, and we are still tied at 2. And we're back here in Derby. Walter Pennington back to the mound for the 8th inning. First pitch of the inning is lined into right field. That ball is foul, and it's 0-1. The hitter is the designated hitter number 24, Alex Bibb. 6, 7, and 8 will come to the plate for Derby in the 8th. Pennington has had little trouble in the last few innings. He has retired 12 consecutive. Actually, excuse me. He has faced the minimum of 3 batters in 4 straight innings as the 0-1 comes into Bibb, and it's low, and it's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Bibb. Ground ball to the shortstop. Ochoa waits for it. Fields throws across the diamond in time, and there's 1 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Coming to the plate now for the Twins, the first baseman, number 8, Joe Falk. Falk, 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 3rd and grounded to Ochoa at short in the 5th. He bats with 1 down. Here comes the first pitch from Pennington on the inside corner. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1 to Falk. Up and away. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Larks and the Twins split a pair up in Hayes with the 3rd game being rained out. Here comes the 1-1. Ground ball. Ochoa charges Fields. Pumps, throws in time, and there's quickly 2 out here in the 8th inning. Larks won the first game of that series 4-2 in a comeback effort in the 7th and 8th, and Derby took the second game 5-4 on an 8th inning home run from Anthony Dominguez. So that rain out from Hayes will be made up tomorrow night as Lane Borland steps in. First pitch from Pennington is a fastball on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Walter Pennington has been cruising here in the second half of this ball game as he delivers the 0-1 to Borland, fouls it out of play up over the screen, and it is quickly 0-2. Pennington has retired 13 of the last 14 hitters he has faced as he delivers the 0-2 to Lane Borland. Fouled out of play to the right, and we stay at 0-2. The only man to reach for Derby since the third inning was was Michael Urquidy on a single, but then Noah Bland grounded into a double play, so that was erased immediately. Here comes the 0-2. Fly ball deep to left field. Raspberry back to the wall, and that is off the wall, excuse me, can't see down left field. That is a 2-out double for Lane Borland. I'm kind of just waiting for fan applause one way or the other. Can't see down into left field. So there will be a runner on second for Derby with 2 down. Connor Bassler, the 9-hole hitter, will come to the plate, 0-2 so far tonight. Pennington gets his sign from Simpson. Will come set and deliver. That one misses just outside, and it's 1-0, so a little bit of danger here for the Larks. Luckily have 2 out, but still with work to do here in the 8th. Runner in scoring position for the Twins. Pennington delivers the 1-0. That one is in there for a strike. Derby ahead 5-2 over Liberal ahead 5-2 over El Dorado in the 5th inning. So both of these teams needing a win here tonight to keep pace with the BJs. Pennington's 1-1. Fouled out of play, and Bassler is down 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Pennington. A marvelous outing so far from Walter tonight. Hoping to get through 8. Here comes the 1-2 to Bassler. Fouled off again over towards the Larks dugout. And the count holds steady at a ball and 2 strikes. Walter gets his sign from Simpson. Comes set, checks on Borland at second, delivers. Strike 3 called! And Bassler is down on strikes, and Walter Pennington is through 8 innings here. A huge strikeout for Pennington and the Larks, and we are through 8 innings here in Derby, and we are still tied at 2. And we are back here in Derby. We head to the 9th inning, deadlocked at 2. The Twins will go to the bullpen once again. Pitching for Derby will be number 29, Matthew Dallas. Dallas has thrown 9 2/3 innings so far this summer for Derby, has an ERA of 3.72. He is the Twins' closer. He actually threw in both games in Hayes on Friday night in the Larks' 4-2 win. They were able to get to Dallas a little bit and put up 2 runs on him in the 8th inning. But on Saturday, Dallas shut down the Larks and recorded the save in the 9th as he set down Hayes. He faced 4 hitters, struck out 2. Larks will send 8-9-1 to the plate. Trevor Boone will lead it off for the Larks here in the 9th, looking to make some noise and take the lead. As there is action down in the Larks bullpen, at least some stretching. Here comes the first pitch from Dallas to Boone. Fastball misses low, and it's 1-0. Boone is ready for the 1-0. Dallas out of the windup. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. And the count is even at a ball and a strike. Jace Selzer due up next for Hayes, followed by the top of the order in Trey Ochoa and Soberanis if anyone gets on. Here comes the 1-1 from Dallas. Low fastball swung on and missed once again by Boone. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 to Boone. That fastball low in the zone he lays off of, and the count is even at 2-2. Dallas has a good fastball, not quite sure on the actual speed, but it is hard. Here comes the off-speed curveball. Locks up Trevor Boone, drops right in there for strike number 3, and Trevor is the first out of the 9th inning.
First baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Selzer. Jace is 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch from Dallas. Fastball over for strike number 1. You wonder if the Larks do not score here, if Walter Pennington will come back out for the 9th or Hayes will go to the bullpen. Here comes the 0-1 ground ball. Second baseman Myers, tough play, will not get there into right field, and that is a 1-out single for Jace Selzer. He hit it to the right side. The second baseman Myers was playing over a little bit deeper in the hole towards the bag at second and made it a tough play and couldn't get there. So Selzer is aboard here with 1 out. Trey Ochoa will come to the plate. There's a base runner for Hayes. Here comes the first pitch to Ochoa. That one is low, gets to the backstop, and Jace Selzer will move up 90 feet and into scoring position for Hayes as the count moves to 1-0. So Dallas retired Boone quite handily and quickly for the first out of the inning, but a little infield single for Selzer and a pass ball, and suddenly the Larks have the go-ahead run in scoring position here with 1 out. The 1-0 count to Trey Ochoa as Dallas comes set and delivers. That one is high and tight, and it should be 2-0, but yes, it is 2-0. The umpire held up 1-1 for a second, but it is 2-0. Dallas comes set, delivers to Ochoa, swing and a miss on a fastball that was blown by Trey right down the middle, and it's 2-1. As Dallas back to the rubber, Trey ready in the box. Jace Selzer takes his lead from second base. Dallas comes set, gives him a look, delivers the pitch, fly ball right center field. Urquidy on his way back. Selzer doesn't tag. The dugout was screaming tag, but Selzer just didn't didn't tag, and he will remain at second base, and there are 2 down in the inning.
Second baseman, Jonathan Soberanis.
Coming to the plate with 2 outs, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis, who is going to be the man for Hayes to come through tonight and deliver a base hit with runner in scoring position. Soberanis has that chance, steps into the box. Selzer leads from second. The first pitch from Dallas. Fastball misses away, and there's a ball and no strikes. El Dorado scored 3 in the 5th and tied the game at 5 against Liberal, so the winner of this game might be even bigger for them tonight. Here comes the 1-0 to Soberanis. That fastball catches the outside corner and is even at a ball and a strike. Big opportunity here for the Larks' second baseman. Go-ahead run in scoring position out at second base. Dallas is set. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Fouled up and out of play straight back, and Soberanis is down 1 ball and 2 strikes. Soberanis takes a walk around the box, steps back in. Dallas gets his sign from Borland. Selzer leads from second base. Dallas is set. Here comes the 1-2. Curveball low and away. Soberanis lays off, and we're even at 2. The crowd here in Derby urging Dallas to record the final strike and out here in the 9th and give the Twins a chance to walk it off. Soberanis back in. Dallas is set. Here comes the 2-2. Soberanis fights it off, fouls it out of play, and it will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes as he takes another walk around the umpire behind the plate. Soberanis 0 for 4 tonight. Would be due if he were to come through here. 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2-2 score. Here it comes from Matthew Dallas. Ground ball to right at the shortstop. Bassler, who fields, throws across, and that is the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and the Larks leave another man on base. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Derby with a chance to walk it off. We are tied 2-2. And we are back in Derby, and it is Walter Pennington who returns to the mound for the Larks. 1-2-3 due up for Derby. A good man to have lead off if you're Derby. Michael Urquidy steps to the plate. He is 2 for 3 with 2 singles on the night. Was also caught stealing in the 3rd. He will step in on the left side of the plate and ready for the first pitch from Pennington. Popped him up very high. Soberanis calls it behind second base, makes the play, and a very big first out for the Larks as Urquidy is down.
The left fielder, number 3.
Coming to the plate for the Larks, the left fielder, number 3, Noah Bland. Bland 0 for 3 on the night, grounded into the double play in the 6th inning to get the Larks out of the inning. Walter comes set and delivers to the righty. Bland, ground ball. Weiss charges Fields, throws across in time. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Walter Pennington here in the bottom of the 9th. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the second baseman, number 15, Tyler Myers. So you would think that Myers would take a pitch. At least that's what they always tell you to do.
Second baseman, number 15.
But we shall see as Pennington has recorded the first 2 outs of the inning on 2 pitches. Myers steps in on the right side. Pennington is set and delivers. He does take a pitch. It is outside, and it's ball 1. Pennington has had little trouble with the Twins since the 3rd inning. Here comes the 1-0 to Myers. That one is outside as well, and it's 2-0. Definitely don't want to put runners on here where the Twins need only 1. Pennington is set. Here comes the 2-0 to Myers. That one is way outside, and it's 3-0. So how long is the leash here on Walter Pennington? Records the first 2 outs of the inning. It's down 3-0 to Myers. There is action in the Larks bullpen. Here comes the 3-0. Myers takes a strike down the middle. And it's 3-1, catching the bottom part of the zone. Can't tell who is up for the Larks out there in the right field corner. Pennington delivers the 3-1. Lined into right center field. Boone is there, makes the play, and Pennington is through 9 innings. Tonight, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We head to extras here in Derby. We are still tied at 2. And we are back here in Derby, top of the 10th inning. Matthew Dallas returns to the mound for the Twins. Larks will send their 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate, leading off the left fielder, Clayton Raspberry. This is the meat of the order for the Larks. You would want to get a run here if you are Hayes. 3 power threats. Here comes the first pitch to Raspberry, high and away, and there's a ball and no strikes. Now, saying that, you can always get the run via the homer, but of course the Larks could also stretch some hits together. That would be fine as well, as the second pitch from Dallas is to the backstop, and Clayton is up 2-0 in the count to begin the 10th. Liberal scored 6 runs on El Dorado in their half of the 6th inning, so they have jumped up 11-5. As the 2-0 comes to Clayton Raspberry, lined foul out of play over to the right field side. So this game becomes that much more important to these two teams. You risk dropping another game in the standings if you fall here tonight. Dallas out of the windup delivers the 2-1. Raspberry takes a fastball low in the zone, and the count is even at 2 apiece. Here comes the 2-2 to Raspberry. Ground ball, second baseman Myers Fields throws over, and there's one down here in the Larks' 10th.
The designated hitter, number 27, Spencer Packard.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the designated hitter, number 27, Spencer Packard. Spencer 0 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts and a run driven in. Not a typical night for Spencer. Here comes the first pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0, so almost have that feeling that he is due to connect on something here. 8 home runs so far this summer. Short porch in right. Here comes the 1-0. That fastball is inside. And it's 2-0. As we saw in Oklahoma City, Spencer very good at turning on inside fastballs. Hit 3 home runs in the OKC series. Here comes the 2-0. He pops it up, and that one will get out of play. And it's 2-1. 20 runs driven in for Packard on the summer. Wouldn't mind one more right here. Here comes the 2-1 from Dallas. Ground ball to the second baseman Myers. He charges Fields, throws, and there are 2 down here in the 10th.
Number 24, the catcher, Colin Simpson.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. Another big lefty bat for Hayes. Another big power threat. They, however, have not been squaring the ball up very well tonight. Here comes the first pitch from Dallas. Ground ball to the right side. That's going to get through. And there's another base hit for Colin Simpson to the right side. He is 3 for 5 tonight.
Alex Weiss.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss, with a runner on, 2 men out. The Larks midweek in OKC were very good with 2 outs. Let's see if they can put something together here. In the 10th, Dallas out of the stretch, comes set, delivers the first pitch to Weiss, takes a fastball over for strike number 1. Dallas gets his sign from Borland, will come set and deliver to Alex Weiss. Ground ball foul back towards the bleachers, and Matthew Dallas is quickly ahead 0-2 to the Larks' third baseman. Weiss will step back in, looking to stay alive here in the at-bat. Dallas gets his sign, comes set, checks on Simpson, and delivers the 0-2. There goes Colin Simpson. And Weiss starts walking back to the dugout as he was expecting a called third strike. However, it is ball number 1, and that is a stolen base for Simpson, and now he's in scoring position. 1-2 count to Alex Weiss. Here comes the pitch. That one is strike 3, and the Larks are down in the 10th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left. We head to the bottom half of the inning. We're still tied at 2. And we're back here in Derby, bottom of the 10th inning. Twins send their 4, 5, and 6 hitters. First up, the big lefty playing right field, number 12, Anthony Dominguez, delivered a go-ahead home run in the second game last weekend in Hayes, which went on to be the winner for Derby. Walter Pennington will make his way back to the mound for his 10th inning of work. Still the Larks starter in there, who has had little trouble with the Twins since the third inning. Here comes the first pitch to Dominguez, just a bit outside, and it's 1-0. Now you got to be careful here into extras. A small ballpark. One mistake pitch can end the game. Here comes the 1-0 to Dominguez, especially with Anthony Dominguez at the plate. That one misses, and it is ball 2. Pennington gets his sign, comes set, delivers the 2-0. That one catches the corner, and there are 2 balls and a strike. You wonder if we'll see Tyler Starks tonight, the Larks closer, and you wonder how short the leash is for Pennington if he gives up a base runner here. Wonder if that'll be the end. Here's the 2-1 outside, and there are 3 balls and a strike. You have to figure here into extras. The first base runner allowed by Pennington will be his last batter of the night. Here comes the 3-1. That ball's high, and there's a lead-off walk. And we shall see as Dominguez is on first base.
Third baseman, number 20, Jacob Means.
And Pennington, here comes Coach Keith Harper for the mound visit. You figure that'll be it for Pennington. We shall see in just a moment. The entire infield in on the mound, discussing strategy, whatever it may be out there with Coach Keith Harper. A couple guys looking towards the bullpen in right field. No signal yet, and there it is. The right arm goes up for Keith Harper, and that will be the end of Walter Pennington's night. A very good outing for Pennington. He goes 9+ innings. Gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. So a very good night on the hill by Walter Pennington, and in comes the Larks closer, number 8, Tyler Starks. Starks comes into this evening having thrown 15 innings, has an ERA of 2.40. Gave up a couple tough luck runs the other night in OKC. Came in to get an inning of work when the game was well out of reach, and struggled a little bit with his zone, with his command on his fastball. Not a normal spot for him to be coming into, so that would probably warrant the lack of command for him. But either way, a good man to have come on the pitch in this spot for the Larks. So while he continues to warm up, we will take a short break and be right back with you here in Derby. we're back with you here in Derby as Starks is warmed up and ready to go. Dominguez will have a pinch runner. Davis Elliott will come in to run. Hitting for the Twins is the third baseman, number 20, Jacob Means. Starks will check Elliott at first before throwing a pitch.
Updated Liberal after 5 innings. Liberal's leading El Dorado 11-5.
Lefty Starks, righty Means. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. Way outside to the screen, and just like that, the winning run for Liberal is on, for Derby is on second base with nobody out. Starks on his first pitch of the evening, not even close, with a fastball way outside. And that advances Davis Elliott to second base on the wild pitch. So Stark's going to have to put on some kind of show here to get out of this one and keep the Larks alive here tonight. Here comes the 1-0 to Jacob Means. High and away, and it is 2-0. You wonder if the bottom of the order starting to come up, if putting Means on is not the right move here, making a force at every base. But Starks delivers a fastball in there for strike number 1. Starks has strikeout stuff. He will need a couple of them here to keep this one alive. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it is 2-1. Tyler comes into tonight with 26 strikeouts to just 6 walks. So a very impressive strikeout to walk ratio. Would definitely love a couple of them right here. 2-2 to Means. Starks delivers. Strike 3 called, and there's one down here in the 10th.
Designated hitter number 24, Alex Bibb.
The designated hitter, number 24, Alex Bibb, will come to the plate with the opportunity to walk it off for the Twins. Winning run on second base with one down. Tyler Starks, the pitcher, comes set, delivers, swing and a miss. A very late and hesitant swing by Bibb, and he is down 0-1 in the count. Tyler popping the glove, very good velocity tonight, low to mid-90s for the 5'8" sophomore out of Stephen F. Austin. Here comes the 0-1, just a little high, and there's a ball and a strike. Starks gets his sign, comes set. Here comes the 1-1 to Bibb. Strike number 2 as Bibb is late and swings through a Starks fastball. Tyler Starks bearing down here after throwing a wild pitch on his first pitch of the night. Here is the 1-2, and time is called by Bibb. Nervous moments for Larks and the few fans that have made the trip down to Derby tonight. Here comes the 1-2 to Alex Bibb. Strike 3! Swung on and missed. And back-to-back strikeouts for Tyler Starks. And the Larks are an out away from getting out of this mess. Joe Falk, the batter now for Derby. He is 1 for 3, singled and scored back in the third. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Starks up 0-1. Davis Elliott leads from second base, representing the winning run for the Twins. Starks is set. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed again. Tyler Starks is throwing fastballs right by the Derby hitters. 0-2 here on Joe Falk. Here comes the 0-2 from Starks. Fouled off and out of play, and we'll do it again at 0-2. This would be some kind of inning for Starks if he can get out of this and get the Larks back into the dugout. and extend the game. Starks gets his sign, comes set, is ready, and delivers the 0-2. Fastball way outside, almost gets by Simpson. Makes a nice play to corral it, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Falk is ready in the box. Starks comes set. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and Tyler Starks strikes out the side here in the 10th. We move to the 11th inning. We are still tied at 2. And we are back here at Derby, top of the 11th inning.
Pitching for the Twins, number 23, Ryan McCutcheon.
Ryan McCutcheon, the new
Leading off,
arm on the mound for the Derby Twins. Clayton Harp will lead it off for the Larks here in the 11th. The first pitch from Ryan McCutcheon is in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1 to Harp. Fouled up and out of play, and it's quickly 0-2. Hasn't really mattered who the Twins have thrown tonight. The Larks have just had trouble figuring out the pitching. Here comes the 0-2. There's a drive into shallow right field. That's going to drop, and it's a leadoff single for Clayton Harp, and the Larks are in business here in the top of the 11th. A nice at-bat by Clayton Harp to turn on the 0-2 and drive it into right field.
Now playing right field for the Twins, Davis Elliott.
Davis Elliott enters the game in right field for Dominguez as Trevor Boone comes to the plate. Runner on first, no outs. Will Trevor swing away, or will we play small ball here and try and advance the runner? McCutcheon is set. Here comes the first pitch. Boone does square to bunt. He gets it down. It rolls foul. A fairly good bunt. Didn't even make it to the grass. Catcher Borland with the smart play, waiting to see if it would roll foul, and it hit the lip of the grass there down the line and rolled into foul territory. So Harp will retreat to first. Trevor Boone will be down 0-1 in the count. Ryan McCutcheon for Derby on the season has thrown 9 2/3 innings, has an ERA of 6.52, 14 strikeouts to 10 walks. We'll see if the Larks can make something happen, as here comes the 0-1 to Boone. Boone squares to bunt. He offers and is down 0-2 in the count. Offered at a fastball that was way up and out. And Boone has his work cut out for him now, down to 0-2. Clayton Harp leads off from second. McCutcheon gets his sign, will come set and deliver the 0-2 pitch. Trevor Boone, ground ball. They will record the out at first base, but that is as good as a sac bunt for Trevor Boone, as Clayton Harp makes his way to second base. And again, the Larks have the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Number 9, Jace Seltzer.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 9, Jace Seltzer. So the Larks are going to have a couple opportunities here to get a run across. Both teams scored 2 in the third, and that has been all the offense tonight. Pitching staffs have done a great job. McCutcheon is set. Here comes the first pitch to Seltzer. Grounded foul past Aaron Cornell, the first base coach. And it's 0-1. Jace 1 for 4, had that infield single in the 9th inning. McCutcheon gets his sign, is set. Here comes the 0-1 to Seltzer. Jace lays off the low curveball, and it's even at a ball and a strike. Clayton Harp takes his lead from second, represents the go-ahead run for Hayes here in the top of the 11th. Here comes the 1-1 to Jace Seltzer. That curveball misses outside, and Seltzer finds himself ahead. 2-1 in the count. McCutcheon again ready. Here comes the 2-1. Seltzer swings through a fastball up in the zone, and McCutcheon comes back and evens the count at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Seltzer lays off a very close fastball outside. A great take from Jace. And the count is full here with 1 out. Clayton Harp leads from second base. McCutcheon gets his sign, is set. Here comes the payoff pitch. Seltzer takes ball 4. And the Larks have 2 runners on here with 1 out in the top of the 11th, as the top of the lineup is back to the plate. Trey Ochoa will bat. That does open up the possibility of a double play, however, but the Larks will take the base runner. Here comes the first pitch to Ochoa. Skied up to the left, and that will find its way out of play. And it's 0-1. Ochoa back in the box. McCutcheon gets his sign, will come set, and is ready to deliver the 0-1. Fouled off of himself, and Trey is quickly down 0-2 in the count. Ochoa looking to stay alive here at this at-bat, down 0-2. Here comes the pitch from McCutcheon. Strike 3 called. Backdoor curveball catches the outside corner, and there's 2 down here in the top of the 11th.
Number 1, second baseman, Jonathan Silverado.
And coming to the plate now for the Larks, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Jonathan, yet another chance with runners in scoring position here to bring in the go-ahead run. The Larks just have not had any answers with runners in scoring position tonight. No, not able to get it done with any hits. Here comes the first pitch to Jonathan, high for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 to Soberanis. That one is low, and it's 2-0. Jonathan looking to get on base any way he can and at least keep the line moving and get Raspberry to the plate. Would love to drive in a run here. Trying to put the pressure on Derby. The 2-0 pitch from McCutcheon. That one is high, and it's 3-0 to the Larks' second baseman. Jonathan 0 for 5 so far tonight. Few ground outs and a couple fly outs, looking to change his fortune here. 3-0 pitch from Ryan McCutcheon. That one is outside, and that will load the bases for the Larks here with 2 outs. Clayton Raspberry steps to the plate in a big spot here for the Larks. Looking for somebody to come through with runners in scoring position. They are loaded up. Raspberry to the plate on the left side. Here comes the first pitch from McCutcheon. Fouled off of his ankle, and it's 0-1. Larks entered the evening 15-6 overall, 15-5 in the Jayhawk League, a game and a half behind the BJs, who are well on their way to a win tonight. So needing a win to keep pace with Liberal. Raspberry back in. Here comes the 0-1. That one is high, and there's a ball and a strike. A pass ball or a wild pitch could also score a run here for the Larks. Base is full. McCutcheon is set. Delivers the 1-1 to Raspberry. Swing and a miss on a low breaker, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Some of the fans clapping here, trying to urge Derby to get out of the inning. Here comes the 1-2 from McCutcheon. Clayton lays off that low off-speed pitch, and the count is even at 2. Some intense moments here in Derby tonight. A very good ball game. Larks trying to go ahead here in the 11th. McCutcheon is ready. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. The crowd erupts, and Raspberry is down on strikes, and that is the inning. Larks strand 3. We head to the bottom half. Still 2-2. And we're back in Derby, ready for the bottom of the 11th. Tyler Starks back to the bump for the Larks. Struck out the side in the 10th. 8-9-1 due up for the Twins. Lane Borland, the catcher, will lead it off. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Tyler Starks. Fastball is high, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 from Starks to Borland. Way late on the swing, and Starks blows the fastball right by, and the count is even at 1. Starks' his fastball has been completely untouchable tonight so far for the Twins. The 1-1 delivery. That one catches the outside corner, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Borland stays in the box. Starks is set. Here comes the 1-2. Strike 3! And Borland is down on strikes. Starks has struck out all 4 batters he has faced tonight. And there's one down in the 11th. Connor Bassler will make his way to the plate. The number 9 hitter playing shortstop this evening. Starks, 4 batters, 4 Ks. Here comes the first pitch. He looks to bunt. A good bunt. Starks will field and fall down as he fields, and that is a base hit for Bassler with 1 down here in the 11th. Weiss was playing back, and a nice bunt from Bassler as he deadens it in the grass. And that is a tough luck single for Starks. The PA here in Derby, I think, has been getting worse on names as the game has progressed. Michael Urquidy to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. It's 0-1. A very good hitter at the plate, very good player at the plate for Derby. Made some phenomenal catches in center field in Hayes last week. Here comes the 0-1. Quickly 0-2 on Urquidy. This is definitely a player that you want to set down if you are the Larks. As Bassler leads from first base. Starks ahead 0-2 in the count. He is set. Here it comes. Just outside, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Starks gets his sign from Simpson. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled it straight back to the screen, and we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 again to Urquidy. Curveball gets him chasing, and the 5th strikeout for Tyler Starks. There are 2 down in the bottom of the 11th.
Number 3, left fielder, Noah Bland.
Noah Bland makes his way to the plate now. A pretty big right-handed hitter to face Starks. He's the left fielder. Bassler on first. Here comes the first pitch from Starks. Strike number 1 on Bland. As the winning run again on base for Derby. It will be tough to steal here on the lefty Starks. The 0-1. Here it comes from Tyler. Swing and a miss. Way behind the fastball. And it is 0-2. Starks has faced 6 batters and struck out 5 of them. The only man to reach on a bunt single here in the 11th. Starks is set. Delivers the 0-2 to Bland. He's down on strikes, and the Twins are done in the 11th. Tyler Starks, 6 strikeouts on 7 hitters faced. We head to the 12th, and we are still tied at 2. And we're back here in Derby, still going tonight. Top of the 12th inning. Meat of the order again, 4, 5, and 6 for the Larks. Spencer Packer, the DH, will lead it off. Looking for one of these guys to make solid contact and drive a ball out to right in the short porch. Here comes the first pitch from Ryan McCutcheon. Swung on and missed by Packard. You would think and hope that one of these times Packard or Simpson would get a hold of one. They have combined for 14 home runs. Here comes the 0-1. Packard takes a fastball away, and it's a ball and a strike. McCutcheon out of the windup delivers the 1-1. Curveball stays outside, and Packard is ahead 2-1 in the count. Spencer 0 for 5 with an RBI. Here comes the 2-1. Packard lays off the fastball up, and he's ahead 3-1 to lead off the 12th inning. Here comes the 3-1 from McCutcheon. Lays off the high fastball, and that's a leadoff walk for the big lefty DH. And there's one on here in the 12th.
Number 24, catcher Colin Simpson.
Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the catcher, number 24, Colin Simpson. Colin is 3 for 5 tonight, a double and 2 singles. Also driven in a run. Colin has been a hitting machine. He has been on base a ton in the last week. McCutcheon still on the mound for the Twins. Comes set, delivers the first pitch to Simpson. A curveball. Catches the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Looks like we have a pinch runner in for Spencer Packard. Keone Givens is running for the Larks over at first base. Very good speed for Keone. Wonder if he will take off and try and swipe a bag here with nobody out in the 12th. Simpson the batter. Here comes the 0-1 from McCutcheon. Swings and misses at a high fastball, and it's 0-2. Colin trying to give the Larks a 2-run lead with one swing there, but swings underneath that one. Down 0-2. McCutcheon gets his sign. Comes set and delivers the 0-2 to Simpson. Colin fights it off, stays alive, and we will do it again at 0-2. Simpson back in. Here comes the 0-2 again. Curveball stays up and away, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 to Simpson. Curveball driven over second base. That's a base hit. Givens will round second and stop there. And the first 2 men of the inning are on here for the Larks in the 12th. Simpson 4 for 6 now tonight.
Third baseman
Alex Weiss will bat now with runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the 12th. Larks in great shape here to lead off the inning to try and scratch one across. Keone Givens with great speed at second base should score on any base hit out of the infield. Here comes the first pitch to Weiss. He will square to bunt. The ball will get past the catcher, and both runners will advance, and they are on second and third with nobody out. As that one missed for ball 1. So McCutcheon and Borland do the job of Weiss for him, and now he will get to swing away and try and give the Larks the lead. A very big game for both these teams. Now they will intentionally walk Alex Weiss to load him up and create a force at any bag. Not Major League rules here, so McCutcheon's going to have to throw the remaining 3 balls here to put Weiss on base. They are loaded up for the center fielder, Clayton Harp.
Center fielder number 26, Clayton Harp.
Clayton Harp hit a grand slam on Wednesday against Oklahoma City, so he has been in this spot before and has delivered. Let's see if he can bring in a run or 2 and give the Larks the lead. Here comes the first pitch from Ryan McCutcheon. Fastball away, and it's 1-0. Keone Givens at third. Colin Simpson at second. Here comes the 1-0. That one is low, and it's 2-0. And Weiss leads from first. McCutcheon gets his sign from Borland and is ready to deliver the 2-0. Harp takes ball 3 outside. Nowhere to put a base runner for McCutcheon. Here comes the 3-0. That one is low, and the Larks take the lead on an RBI walk by Clayton Harp, and it's 3-2 in the 12th. As Givens comes around to score.
Number 32, right fielder Trevor Boone.
Trevor Boone to the plate now. Base is still full. Nobody out. There's a conference on the mound as Derby will talk strategy and see what they want to do here with the bases still loaded. So the Larks, who have been just bad tonight with runners in scoring position, aren't even forced to get that crucial hit as Derby walks in the go-ahead run. Here comes the first pitch to Trevor Boone, driven deep to left field. That ball is way back. It is out of here. A grand slam for Trevor Boone, and the Larks erupt in the 12th and lead 7-2. An absolute bomb for the Larks right fielder. Gone off the bat. Huge. A towering fly. There is the hit with runners in scoring position, and the Larks have blown it open here in the 12th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, Jace Selzer. That ball is foul down the left field line. There's a ball driven deep to right center field. Elliott on the way back. It's going to be off the wall. Selzer rounds first and is in with a stand-up double, and the line just keeps on moving for Hayes here in the 12th as there is a exiting of Derby fans here as the Larks up 5. Trey Ochoa will bat here with runner on second base. Still nobody out as the Larks have already tallied 5 here in the 12th. The first pitch is up and away. It's 1-0. There's a ground ball to the first baseman off his glove, and that is a bad hop. Here comes Selzer, the throw. Don't know about the call, but it is out. Selzer is gunned down at the plate, and there is one down. So heads up play by, I think it was the right fielder who came up and fielded the ball.
Second baseman Jonathan Soberino.
Jonathan Soberanis is the batter here for the Larks. Trey Ochoa leads from first, 1 down, 7-2 is the score. Here's the 1-0 from McCutcheon. That ball is popped way up and out of play to the left-hand side, and it's 1-1. Soberanis digs back in, ready for the 1-1 from McCutcheon. Ochoa leads from first. Here it comes. Curveball in there for a strike. And there's a ball and 2 strikes on Soberanis. Here comes the 1-2 in the dirt off the chest protector of Borland, and Ochoa will take second base. Here comes the 2-2 to Soberanis. Fouled up and out of play. And we will do it again at 2-2. That's a ball, and it is full at 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch to Soberanis. He fouls that one off and stays alive. Here comes the payoff pitch again to Soberanis. He fouls it off and stays alive, and we will do it again. So 5 in the inning for the Larks. Clayton Harp put the Larks ahead with an RBI walk that brought in the first run. Trevor Boone promptly came up after him and delivered a towering grand slam to left field. Here comes the payoff pitch again as Ochoa runs. And for the 3rd consecutive pitch, Soberanis fouls it back out of play. Here comes the payoff pitch to Soberanis once again. That one's drilled into center field right at Urquidy out there at dead center, and Soberanis is retired for the 2nd out of the inning.
Come on, Ryan, 3 strikes. Number 15, left fielder Clayton Roseberry.
Batter will be number 15, Clayton Raspberry, as Ochoa leads from second base. 2 outs. The first pitch from McCutcheon is high for ball number 1. The 1-0 catches the outside corner, and there's a ball and and a strike as Trey Ochoa leads from second base here in the 12th. The 1-1 from McCutcheon. Just inside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1 to Raspberry. Down low, and there's 3 balls and a strike. McCutcheon is set. Here comes the 3-1 to Clayton. That curveball outside, I guess. And Raspberry draws a 2-out walk. We'll bring to the plate Keone Givens. So the Larks bat around here in the 12th. Givens will hit after coming into pinch run for Spencer Packard. So this is the 10th man to the plate. Here comes the first pitch to Givens, ball number 1. Ochoa leads from second, Raspberry from first. Here comes the 1-0 to Givens in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Borland. Will keep the runners where they are, and it's 2-0. McCutcheon back to the mound. Keone re-enters the box. He is ready for the 2-0 pitch. McCutcheon's 2-0 is low, and it is 3-0 on the... Here comes the 3-0 to Givens. That one's high, and the bases are once again loaded for the Larks. Coming to the plate will be Colin Simpson after a pitching change for the Twins. So as the Twins make a pitching change, we will step aside for just a minute and be right back here with Larks baseball in Derby. And we are back here in Derby. Didn't get a number on the new pitcher for the Twins. Can't see it either, so I do not have a clue who is on the mound for Derby. Colin Simpson is the hitter, however, for the Larks. Bases are loaded, 2 down here in the 12th. The first pitch to Colin popped up and out of play, and it's 0-1. Larks looking for more. Already in control here in the 12th, leading 7-2. Nothing all night in the offensive category, and then just explode in the 12th for 5 runs. That's been the Larks offense, though, this season. Just able to explode at any time during the game. Here comes the 0-1 to Simpson. That ball is driven into the gap in left center, way back. That ball has left the playing field, and that is the second grand slam of the inning for the Larks, and it is 11-2 Hayes here in the 12th inning. Oh my Lord. The Larks explode for 9 runs here in the 12th, and Derby will get their chance to bat in the 12th, but this ball game is over. Alex Weiss will bat now here with 2 outs. First pitch from whoever is throwing for Derby, lined up the middle. Shortstop Bassler cuts it off, throws, and that will finally do it. The Larks score 9 in the top of the 12th and lead 11-2 as we head to the bottom half here in Derby. And we're back here in Derby, bottom of the 12th. Larks leading 11-2. Jace Selzer to the mound for Hayes here in the 12th. First pitch to Tyler Myers is a strike. Alex Weiss moves across the diamond to first, and Max Remy enters the game at third. Here comes the 0-1 to Myers. 0-2 as Selzer is just throwing strikes with a 9-run advantage in the 12th inning. Here comes the 0-2 to Myers. Fouled off. And it remains 0-2. Tough for the Derby hitters to face Starks, who throws mid-90s and blew everybody away with fastballs, to Jay Selzer, who's just pumping in strikes. Big difference in velocity. Here as Selzer delivers the 0-2 again. Ball low and away. And it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses in the dirt, and it's even at 2. Here comes the 2-2 to Myers. Fouled out of play, and we'll do it again at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 again from Selzer. High, and the count is full. The game is now 3 hours old. Not too bad for being in the 12th inning. First pitch was at 7:03, and my computer reads 10:03, so 3 hours in. As Myers fouls off the pitch, and it will remain 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch once again from Selzer. Fouled out of play again. And we'll do it again. Here comes the payoff pitch again. Ground ball up the middle. Under the feet of Selzer, and that's a leadoff base hit for Tyler Myers here in the 12th. Coming to the plate now for Derby, the right fielder, number 5, Davis Elliott. Elliott came into pinch run for Dominguez in the 9th, and has played right field since. He will come on to hit here. 1 on, nobody out in the 12th. There's a first pitch strike from Selzer to Elliott, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Selzer. Curveball swung on and missed by Davis Elliott, and it's quickly 0-2 as Tyler Myers leads off from first base. Selzer gets his sign, is set, delivers the 0-2. Curveball stays up, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Lined into right center field. Keone over will make the play as Myers retreats to first base, and there is 1 out.
Number 20, third baseman, Jacob Means.
Jacob Means, the third baseman, will step in to hit that ball hit by Elliott. Looked like it was initially in the gap, but Keone Givens so fast in center field, covered a ton of ground. As Myers leads from first, the first pitch from Selzer to Means is strike number 1. Here comes the 0-1 from Jace. High, and there's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1, low and in, and there are 2 balls and a strike to the Twins third baseman. Here comes the 2-1. Driven deep to left field, but well fouling out of play. And the count is even at 2. Selzer is set. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt, and the count is full. Here comes the payoff pitch to Means. Strike 3, and there is 2 down in the 12th.
Designated hitter, Alex Bibb.
Alex Bibb will come to the plate now for Derby. 2 outs, runner on first base. Selzer glances over at Myers at first, comes set. Here comes the first pitch. There goes Myers. Simpson won't bother with a throw, and that is second base for Myers on indifference. Here comes the 0-1, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. As the fireworks ring out here in Derby, first night, at least in Hayes, first night, the 30th, that they are allowed. Here comes the 0-2 from Selzer. Ground ball. Ochoa Fields fires across. Off the bag is Weiss. And Bibb is safe at first base. We'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs.
Number 8, first baseman Joe Falk.
Joe Falk to the plate now for Derby. Here comes the first pitch. Ball number 1 up and away. There comes the 1-0 to Bibb. That one is high and in, and it's 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-1. Selzer, not usually a pitcher, has thrown 2 innings in relief, though, so far this summer, has yet to give up a run. Here comes the 2-1. Popped up into shallow center field. Givens on his way in will make the play, and that is the ball game. The Larks explode for 9 in the 12th inning and win tonight 11-2 and take game 1 from the Twins. Larks improve to 16-6 overall, 16-5 in the Jayhawk League. We will be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. for a doubleheader. The first game of the doubleheader, a rainout from a game a week and a half ago in Hayes. So the Larks will be the home team on the scoreboard tomorrow for the first game of the doubleheader. Once again, Larks explode in extra innings and win 11-2. We hope everybody back in Hayes and wherever you may be listening from have a good rest of the evening. We will see you back right here tomorrow night. Good night from Derby.